Strange Block Beats.
It's not personal or something.
Listen to me. Nothing in this life is coming for free. No, you're paying a fee. Just make sure you keep an all of them receipts. Yeah, I want me defeated, cause I got people that's depending on me. I know I'm distant, it's not what it seems. Give me some time and you see what I mean. The bigger the pain, making it harder to peep out the scene. I say what I mean. If you do not like it, you know how to leave. Them blessings received straight to my knees when they raining on me. I'm truly thankful I got what I need. And with the worry, my heart is relieved. Look to the sky, asking why you hold me down. shine the darkest places. Use your light and knowing that I'll be alright, right? I'm learning my lessons, I get it. It's so much that's gonna come with it. Before you, I handle my business. No, I'm not really tripping. You standing here is my witness, so I can't be out here pretending. I'm focused on all of these winnings. I'm with you, it's only beginning. Feeling what's missing. Get my fuel up, gotta use cup. When I'm done, I'm making sure I'm shining. If I screw up, then I look up, asking you to please to make it right. And I know that I think about how much you save me. I'm born again. I'm born again. I think about how much you save me. I'm born again. I'm born again. I think about how much you save me. I'm born again. Oh, 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 oh. Show right.
Hey, big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family and the FOPE family and the ADUIC family. And big salute to my brothers and sisters in the chat. As you see the title, family, my question today is, who are the daughters of Zion in the scriptures? And it's a reason why I'm asking this. Who are the daughters of Zion in the scriptures? Do the daughters of Zion just go to the women of Zion? Or can the daughters of Zion be the people of Zion? Let me ask that again. When you hear the term the daughters of Zion, do the term only fit the women of Zion? Or could the term also fit the people of Zion? The reason why I'm asking this question, family, because certain scriptures have been used to diminish the daughters of Zion, because not in this context, I'm talking about the women. So if you don't read scriptures in context, and if you don't take your time to really study, you'll spew doctrine that is false doctrine, but doctrine that will be believable coming from the one who's saying it. If you are not careful, you would hear the daughters of Zion, and in every case, they'll use it for the women of Zion. But if you don't study and take your time and be lazy with the word of Yah, you're going to spew out false doctrine. And you're going to make a doctrine out of the word, the daughters of Zion. So every time this word come up, you're going to say, this is talking about you black women. Oh, look, here it go again, daughters of Zion. Here go you black women again. Oh, here it go again, daughters of Zion. See, he talking about you black women. But is that true, family? We about to find out today whether that's true or not. Now, don't get me wrong. I can read scriptures right now that I'm about to, that when he said the daughters of Zion, he was talking specifically to the women. But this is not the case in every case. And I'm about to show y'all this today just so it can help. I just want to be a help. I just want to be a help to the nation. So you don't get caught up when you hear certain things, you'll start believing things that are not true. So I'm just here to be a help. I also want to thank everybody who's been supporting the CUC clothing brand. Thank y'all so much, family. I'm forever grateful, because you can spend your money anywhere, and you know, you spend a little bit with your brother K. Judah, so I'm forever grateful. Thank everybody who's been supporting the cleanup crew company clothing brand. Thank y'all, family. I'm forever grateful. Let's deal with this, family. Let's deal with this. Let me show you a scripture when Yahshua was talking to the women of Zion and nobody else. Let's get the scripture. This is going to help somebody today. I guarantee you, when the Most High Yah and Yahshua get through using me to bring this forth, this is going to help somebody. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Somebody going to get it today. Okay, let me get this real quick. And we're going to bring this forth. Y'all just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the book of Luke, chapter 23. And like I said, I want to say big salute to the Israelites worldwide. I pray y'all enjoying y'all day. I bid y'all speed. We almost up out of here as a people. We just got to hold on just a little bit longer, family. Just a little bit longer. We almost out of here. Let's go to the book of Luke real quick. Let's bring this forth. Let's let the Bible handle business. Let me show you that when Yahshua said the daughters of Zion, he was actually talking to the women. But is that the case for every case? Well, according to a lot of doctrine in the nation, they'll tell you yes. But we're going to find out today is that the case. This is Luke 23. The book of Luke 23. And I am going to pick it up at verse 24. 24. I'm going to pick it up at verse 24. For this, I don't need to start at verse 1 because I'm just trying to prove a point. So Luke 23 and verse 24, it says, and Pilate gave sentence that it should be as they required. And he released unto them him that for sedition and murder was cast into prison, whom they had desired. But he delivered Yahshua to their will. And as they led him away, they laid hold upon one Simon, a Syrian, coming out of the country. And on him they laid the cross, that he might bear it after Yahshua. And they followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him. But Yahshua turned unto them, saying, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. He's talking specifically to the daughters of Zion who bewailed him and lamented him. So in this context, daughters of Zion, for this verse, he's talking to the women. Now let's bag up some. Let's bag up. Let's bag up. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Zechariah 9 and verse 9. The book of Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 9. And I need y'all to help me out in the chat. I'm going to ask questions. So Help y'all brother out. Iron sharpen iron. I don't know everything. Zechariah 9 and verse 9. Who is this he talking to right here, y'all? Zechariah 9 and verse 9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Jerusalem. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Jerusalem. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Who is this? Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king coming unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly, and riding upon an ass, and upon the coat the foal of an ass. He said, daughter of Zion and daughter of Jerusalem. Who is this he talking to? Is this the people, or is he talking to women? Is he talking to women because he said daughters of Zion, or daughter of Zion, daughter of Jerusalem? Who is he talking to in this verse? Let's go, family, to Songs of Solomon chapter 1, because now let's put an S on daughters to see if this the women. I see why people say to that which you dedicated to, you'll give your all to it. That which you are dedicated to, you will give your all to it. And people just don't give their all to the scriptures. Because if you did, we wouldn't have this false doctrine going around that every time you see the daughters of Zion or daughter of Zion, this is talking about black women. But let's go to Songs of Solomon anyway. Let's go get it, family. Let's go to the Songs of Songs, which is Solomon. Now, remember what I just read. He said, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion and daughter of Jerusalem. But let's put an S on daughters to see, because maybe I got it wrong. Maybe he is talking to the women of Jerusalem, the women of Zion. I need to get edification and understanding. Let's go to Songs of Songs. Songs of Songs. And let's see, because maybe I got it wrong. I'm going to Songs of Songs chapter 1, and I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. A lot of people think this is Solomon talking. Let's find out. I told y'all, everything must be in context, and there is nothing wrong with the scriptures. It's something wrong with the people who's reading the scriptures and breaking down the scriptures with their own private interpretation. That's the problem, y'all. The scriptures is not the problem. It's the people that's edifying the people with the scriptures that's the problem, not the scriptures. We need to get that understood right now. The scriptures have never been the problem. False teachers are the problem, not the scriptures. Let's go to Songs of Songs, which is Solomon, chapter 1. Now remember, we about to put an S on the daughters, because maybe I got it wrong. Now, maybe he is talking to the women, K. Judah. Let's see. Let's see. This is Songs of Songs, chapter 1 and verse 1. And it reads, the Songs of Songs, which is Solomon's. K. Judah, this Solomon talking, brother. You sitting up here trying to make it look like this talking about somebody else. It says Solomon, brother. Okay, calm down. Let me keep reading. Slow down. Don't cut my neck just yet. Just hold up. The Songs of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. Because of the Savior of thy good ornaments, thy name is as an ornament pole forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee. The virgins love who? Let me keep reading. Verse 4, draw me, and we will run after thee. Who? They gonna run after King Solomon? Let me keep reading. Draw me, we will run after thee. The king hath brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. Who do the upright love? Is it Solomon? Or is it Yahshua? Oh, I know a light bulb just went off because it say the upright love you. But I thought y'all told me this was Solomon. This is Yahshua speaking through Solomon. How I know that for a fact? I like to start at verse 1 and I keep reading down to get the edification, and you about to get it too. Now remember, the daughters of Zion on this one has an S, are daughters of Jerusalem. They're going to tell you when they read this is talking about the women that Solomon is having a conversation with. This is furthest from the truth. Because the Songs of Solomon is a love story between Yahshua and Zion, the people. But they say women. But the scriptures say the people. It don't say the people. You just making that up. Let me keep reading. Verse 4 again. He say, draw me. We will run after thee. The king hath brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem. K. Judah, you see? Women, brother. Daughters of Jerusalem are the women. How you missing this, K. Judah? Come on, brother. Don't be a false teacher. Don't do that. He said, daughters of Jerusalem. That's the women, brother. If you slow down and keep reading till you get to the next verses, you're going to see this ain't talking about no women. This is talking about the people of Zion, or the towns and villages of Zion. How you know that? Because what is the capital of Zion? Jerusalem. So who are the daughters? The rest of the towns and villages and the people that's dwelling in them. Now, man, you tripping, brother. It's talking about women. Let me read the next couple of verses and watch it ain't talking about women, y'all. So all you got to do is read the next couple of verses. You'll get the answer. Verse 5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun have looked upon me. My mother's children, no, black women. My mother's children was angry with me. Now, okay, Judah, black women. The daughters of Zion was angry with me. Or do it say my mother's children was angry with me? Why was they angry with you? Because they told me this talking about black women, but you just said my mother's children was angry with me. Why was they angry with you, Yahshua? My mother's children was angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. So if this is talking about women, you mean to tell me that women only consist of your vineyard? Do women only consist of your vineyard? Is women the only ones that's angry with you? You said my mother's children was angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. So who is your vineyard? Because if this was talking about black women, it should have said, and the daughters of Zion was angry with me. Because according to them, that's what it's talking about, black women. So I guess black women angry with you, Yahshua. Where do we get the answer for this from? How do I find the answer to prove who was angry with him? He just told you my mother's children. Who is his mother's children? Zion. He come from the tribe of Yehudah. His mother's children are the daughters of Zion, meaning the people of Zion that was angry with him. Who is his vineyard? We're going to find out. But let's go to Psalm 69 to link the precept up with what I just read about his mother's children being angry with him. We need to go to Psalm 69. Let's go to Psalm 69 real quick. Let's get the answer. What you mean they made you the keeper of the vineyard and your mother's children was angry with you? But they just told me the daughters of Zion was angry with you because they say the daughters of Zion mean black women. That's what they say. Let's go get the answer. Let's go to Psalm 69. And then they'll tell me, where's twofold, K. Judah? But I never read twofold. I just read onefold, daughters of Zion. Y'all immediately transfer that to black women. That's why I've been hearing that since I've been in the truth. Yep. Daughters of Zion, black women. Right there. Daughters of Zion. Yep, that's about the black. Come on, man. Let's get some true edification today. This is going to help the sisters out and the brothers. Psalm 69. And your brother K. Judah going to pick it up at verse 1. Now, remember, the scriptures, David is talking. But watch, the scriptures is going to turn prophetic. What do I mean prophetic? David is talking. But watch, Yahshua is speaking through David because he's talking about himself. Meaning Yahshua is speaking through David, talking about himself. This, what I'm about to read, did not happen to David. It happened to one man. His name is Yahshua HaMashiach. Psalm 69 and verse 1. Watch this. It's about to make all the sense in the world. Psalm 69 and verse 1. And it reads, save me, O Yah, for the waters are come in unto my soul. I sink in deep mire, where there is no standing. I am come into deep waters, where the floods overflow me. I am weary of my crying. My throat is dried. My eyes fail while I wait for my Elohim. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. Who hated somebody without a cause? This talking about Yahshua, y'all. He was hated without a cause. Now watch this. Now remember, this is David and Yahshua speaking through David. Because watch, when it's about to turn, you're going to see when it turn. Keep listening. Watch this. Verse 4. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. They would destroy me, being my enemies wrongfully, almighty. Then I restored that which I took not away. What did this individual restore that he took not away? Let me see if anybody know. What did this individual restore that he took not away? What y'all think it is? The person in Psalm 69, verse 4, the bottom of it said, I restored that which I took not away. What did this individual restore that he took not away, family? What was it? He restored something. What is it? He restored your salvation and redemption, that you can have a relationship with your Father. Adam took it away from you. Yahshua did not take it away from you, but he restored that which he took not away from you, which is your salvation. Now you have access to salvation. He restored it by dying and shedding blood for the remission of sins. David did not take anything away or restore anything that was taken away, because no flesh and blood man was clean enough in the Father's eyes to die for the sins of the people. There was only one man able to do that, and his name is Yahshua HaMashiach. So the person that said, I restored that which I took not away, is Yahshua, family. He restored your access back to eternal life. Now watch this. Verse 5. Oh, Yah, thou knowest my foolishness, and my sins are not hid from thee. This is David in verse 5. David said, you know my foolishness, and you know my sins. They are not hid from thee. Now watch, it's about to turn back to Yahshua HaMashiach. Here you go. This is not David right here. This is prophetic. Verse 6. Let not them that wait on thee, O Elohim of hosts, be ashamed for my sake. Let not those that seek thee be confounded for my sake. O Elohim of Israel, because for thy sake I have borne reproach, shame have covered my face, and become a stranger unto my brethren. No, the daughters of Zion. Didn't I just read that in Songs of Solomon? My mother's children was angry with me. What he just told you just now. My brethren, I have become an alien unto my brethren. This is the precept for Songs of Solomon. Let me read it again. Verse 8. And become a stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. Read that again, K. Judah. Unto my mother's children. One more time, K. Judah. Until my mother's children. But in Songs of Solomon, he said my mother's children was angry with me. In Psalm 69, he say, I am become an alien unto my brother and my mother's children. But the daughters of Zion, according to y'all, was talking about the women. But Yahshua say, my brethren. My mother's children, meaning all the people, not just women. So the daughters of Zion in that context was talking about the people of Zion and not the women of Zion. And I'm about to prove it even further with the scriptures and not private interpretation. It's going to make all the sense in the world. So y'all just heard it for yourself. Let me read it again for the people in the back. Verse 8. And become a stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. For the zeal of thy house, know the daughters of Zion. For the zeal of thy house, know the daughters of Zion. For the zeal of thy house have eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me. Yahshua said the reproaches of them that reproach you, Father, it fell on me. Why? Because you sent me down here to die for these people. And I had to bear the shame and the reproaches of them that reproach you, Father. It fell on me. It didn't fall on David. It fell on Yahshua HaMashiach. But K. Judah, you ain't proven nothing yet, because Songs of Solomon said he had a vineyard. So I'm still believing that's talking about women, brother. When it said the daughters of Zion, he say my mother's children was angry with me, K. Judah. So how that can't be the women that was angry with Yahshua? Who is the vineyard? Let's go see. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Now y'all just heard it for yourself that Songs of Solomon and Songs of Solomon and Psalm 69 go together. He just told you my mother's children was angry with me. And then he just told you again, I'm becoming alien unto my mother's children. Who is his mother's children? Judah and Jerusalem. That's the tribe he come from. He come from Judah and Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the capital of Zion. Samaria is the capital of the northern kingdom. This is knowledge. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Then we're going to get some more of daughters of Zion. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 5. Because we got to find out who is this vineyard he kept talking about. Because in Songs of Solomon, he say, I was the keeper of other vineyards, but my own vineyard I was not able to keep. Let's find out why. We got to find out why. Why he wasn't able to keep his own vineyard. Let's see. Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm letting the Bible talk for me. Because my Father is wiser than me. My King is wiser than me. I cannot do anything without them. They gave the knowledge and understanding for me to be able to get this understanding. So how I'm smarter than them if they the one gave me the understanding? That's why we got to humble ourselves down in the presence of our Father. Because you can do nothing without him, but everything with him. You can do nothing without your king, but everything with your king. So don't ever get puffed up thinking you doing something outside of your king or something outside of your father. You not that smart, Negro. I'm not that smart, Negro. So we need to humble down. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 1. Who is this vineyard, K. Judah? Let's find out. Now will I sing to my well-beloved. Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, that tastes good to the lips. He said this is his well-beloved. Who is your well-beloved? Is it just the daughters of Zion, meaning the women? Or are you talking about Zion, meaning the people of Zion? Got to find out. We got to find out. Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved, touching his vineyard, touching his vineyard, touching his vineyard. My well-beloved had a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, and he fenced it, and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it. And I also made a wine press therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, meaning righteousness and equity and peace and judgment and taking care of the fatherless and the strange and the poor. He looked for grapes. But what did you obtain and saw? Yahshua HaMashiach. And it brought forth wild grapes, bloodshed, sin and iniquity, breaking of the law and the covenant. It brought forth wild grapes. Man, this man, this wine press that he built, the tower that he built in the vineyard with the choicest vine. He made this vineyard beautiful. He gave it the best of everything. But when he looked for grapes, it brought forth wild grapes, meaning sin and iniquity. Who is you talking about? Because you talking about grapes and vineyards and well-beloved. Who is this you talking about, Yahshua? Talk to me. Verse 3. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, no, just the daughters of Zion. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, inhabitants of Jerusalem, inhabitants of Jerusalem, inhabitants of Jerusalem, and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes. And now go to, I will tell you what I would do to my vineyard. I would take away the heads thereof, your protection, and they should be eaten up, destroyed by the nations, and break down the walls thereof, and it should be trodden down, and I will lay it waste, and it should not be pruned nor dig, but there should come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds, that they rain no rain upon it. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold a cry. So when I read in Songs of Solomon, y'all just got the answer that the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel and the men of Judah. So how are the daughters of Zion in Songs of Solomon talking about women when the vineyard consists of the nation? But in that particular scripture, Zion, meaning the people of Zion. Something to think about, huh? Something to think about, family. Okay, Judah, can you prove a little further of this Zion? I'll give y'all one even better. Y'all ready? This is what I want y'all to do before we go to Isaiah 3. Because I'm going to show you that they use that bald head. That's not true at all. I have asked people to come prove it to me. Nobody won't come prove it to me. I done multiple videos of Isaiah 3, verse 16, breaking it down from the first verse to the last verse, precept on precept, line upon line, and it is not talking about black women at all. But that's what you're going to hear because it's used as a diminishing tactic to put curses on you outside of Yah. So let me go a little further. This right here about to be a dagger to the doctrine. But people have to pay attention to the scriptures because it's right there in our face, but we have to pay attention. Back up to Isaiah 4 and watch this. Back up to Isaiah 4 and verse 3. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Isaiah 4 and verse 3. Watch this. Pay attention. Verse 3. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, black women. They the only ones need they filth washed away. Let me read that again. When I should have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, somebody in trouble. Because if you're going to tell me, yeah, okay, Judy, he's just going to wash away the filth of black women. So what about our filth? What about the men? We need our filth washed away too, right? So when he said he's going to wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion, how is this talking about black women when the verses up above just said, verse 3, and it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion, he said he that is left in Zion, and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy. Everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem, when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem, meaning the people of Zion, the daughters of Zion. Go ahead and give them the answer, K. Judah. Just give them the answer, brother. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 2, man. Let's just go and give you the answer. Jeremiah chapter 2. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. I'm sorry. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2. We know by common sense and critical thinking, when he just said, I'm going to wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion, he's talking about the people of Zion. He's not talking about no black women, y'all. This man is talking about the men and the women of Zion and Jerusalem, which is his vineyard, the house of Israel, and the house of Judah. That's his vineyard. So that means we got to get understanding of when he said the term daughters of Zion, because it could be talking about the women, like I just read in Luke 23, but it is not always the case. But they make the case for the daughters of Zion to always refer to women. And that is a lie. Because I'm about to prove it now. Listen. Jeremiah 6 and verse 2. This is going to help a lot of people out today. I'm telling you. Jeremiah 6 and verse 2. What have you likened your wife to? You know, what have you likened Zion to? You know, what have you likened Zion with? You know, we got to understand this. So let's see. This is Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. And it reads, I have likened the daughter, not daughters. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Oh, I got it. When you talk about Zion, you are talking about Zion as a woman. When you talk about Jerusalem and Zion, you talk to them in the form of a woman. Meaning this is your wife. This is your woman. So the daughter of Zion, you have likened her to a comely and delicate and beautiful woman. So that's why you say, and she being desolate, and she being destroyed, and your mother that bare you have played the harlot. Your mother that bare you have done shamefully. Who is the mother? Jerusalem. So hold up, K. Judah. He have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate and beautiful woman. Then you just proved in Isaiah chapter 4 that he's going to wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion. Then in Zechariah chapter 9 verse 9, he say, go tell ye the daughter of Zion, your king cometh. Songs of Solomon said the daughters of Zion love thee, the upright love thee. But my mother's children was angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard I could not keep. My vineyard is the house of Israel and the house of Judah. That is my well-beloved. But your well-beloved, you just told me in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2, that your well-beloved is a delicate and comely and beautiful woman. So your nation that you is ascribed to is a woman. And you love this woman. You cherish this woman. You even called this woman your well-beloved. But I know you talking about a nation of people. Just allegorically using her, the nation, as a woman. So when we hear terms like daughter of Zion, we got to find out, who are you talking about? Are you talking about the women, or are you talking about the towns and villages that is surrounding the capital, which is Jerusalem? Or when you say Samaria and her sisters, who are you talking about? Are you talking about her sisters, which are the towns and villages that surrounding the capital? Let's get it. Y'all ready? Let's go get it. Let's go to Ezekiel 16. And this is about to be very short. I'm almost done already. Let's go to Ezekiel 16. And I want y'all to hear this for yourself. No private interpretation. I'm just reading the book. Ezekiel. Here go the answer to when you hear the daughters of Zion or the daughters of Samaria. Here go the answer right here, family. And then I'll go tackle Ezekiel. Or is it Isaiah? Yeah, I think it's Isaiah 3. Yeah, Isaiah. But we're going to deal with Ezekiel real quick. So we're going to Ezekiel 16. And watch this. I'm going to read this very slow so I don't read it fast, because I don't want nobody to miss this. The Lord don't want you to miss this. So we're going to Ezekiel 16. Okay? And I am going to pick it up. Let me see what I want. I am going to pick it up at verse 45. Watch this, y'all. Here you go. And then I'm going to come back to Isaiah. Then I'm going to go back to the beginning of Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 1. Because I like to start at verse 1. But for in this case, I'm not going to start at verse 1 because I'm trying to prove a point. I'll go back to verse 1 when I prove the point further. Sometimes you got to do that, man, when you just start in a certain place. So this is Ezekiel 16 and verse 45. Listen, y'all. Here go the answer. Thou art thy mother's daughter that loved her husband and her children, and thou art thy sister of thy sisters, which loathe their husband and their children. Your mother was an Hittite, and your father an Amorite. He's just talking about the nativity, where you was born at. Because remember, Canaan's children was dwelling in our inheritance. Canaan's stole some of Shem's inheritance, not all of it, but the portion that belongs to the children of Israel, the Canaanites took that portion, which was Lebanon, close to the Mediterranean Sea. They took it because it is a beautiful, fruitful place. Beautiful. Also, Bashan is beautiful, and Carmel. These are beautiful places. But let me keep going. Remember what you just heard. You are your mother's children and your sister's sisters. Okay, here we go. Verse 46. And thy elder sister is Samaria, she and her daughters. Who are the daughters? Somebody put it in the chat. Hey, the Bible just gave you the answer. Listen again. Listen again. Verse 46. And thy elder sister is Samaria, she and her daughters, with an S. Who are the daughters of Samaria? Is it talking about the women? Or is it talking about the towns and villages? Samaria is the capital, y'all. So who are the sisters? Really ponder on that. Who the sisters? The sisters are the towns and villages. Let me keep going, man. He's giving you the answer. He say, Samaria, she and her daughters that dwell at thy left hand, and thy younger sister that dwelleth at thy right hand is Sodom and her daughters. Who is her daughters? Which is Jerusalem. But who are the daughters? The towns and villages. Verse 47. Yet hast thou not walked after their ways, nor done after their abominations, but as if that were a very little thing. Thou wast corrupted more than they in all thy ways. He said that Judah was worse than Samaria. Verse 48, as I live, said thy Elohim, Sodom, thy sister, have not done, she nor her daughters, as thou hast done, thou and thy daughters. Come on, man. Towns and villages. This is talking about the daughters are the people that's dwelling in the area of the capital, which is Samaria. And the daughters is talking about those that are in Jerusalem, which is the capital, that's dwelling in Zion. Those are the daughters. So when you hear daughters of Zion, he's talking about the towns and villages of Zion. When you hear Samaria and your daughters, he's talking about Samaria and the daughters, which are the towns and villages dwelling in Samaria. This is knowledge. Keep going, K. Judah. Keep going, brother. Verse 48. As I live, said thy Elohim, Sodom, thy sister, have not done she nor her daughters, as thou hast done thou and thy daughters. Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, and abundance of idleness was in her, and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy. So you mean to tell me the daughters of Zion, just the women, need to strengthen the hands of the poor and needy? You mean to tell me the daughters of Zion, just the women, need to do this? That's what they're saying? These are the daughters? This what you're telling me? The daughters is talking about the women? Man, you have been woefully misinformed, bro. This is not talking about no women, bro. But y'all keep saying that, though. Keep going, K. Judah. Verse 50. And they were haughty. Time out. What do Isaiah 3:16 say? They walk haughty and with a stretched forth neck, right? You know they want y'all to believe them are women. But we know the towns and villages is the ones he's talking to with the stretched forth neck, the tinkling of the shoe. He's describing them as a woman. Women walk like that. Women wear girdles. Women with the fair jewels, the nose ring, the different apparel, the tinkling of the feet. He's talking to the towns and villages. The people of these places was abominable. Verse 50. And they were haughty and committed abomination before me. Therefore I took them away as I saw good. Neither have Samaria committed half of thy sins, but thou hast multiplied thy abominations more than they, and have justified thy sisters in all thine abominations which thou hast done. Thou also, which have judged thy sisters, bear thy own shame for thy sins, that thou hast committed more abominations than they. They are more righteous than they, yea. Be thou confounded also, and bear thy shame, in that thou hast justified thy sisters, when I shall bring again the captivity of Sodom, and her daughters, and the captivity of Samaria, and her daughters. Then will I bring the captivity of thy captivity in the midst of them. Now watch this, y'all. Jump down to verse 55. Let's go and get to 55, man. Verse 55, man. Listen to this. When thy sisters, Sodom and her daughters, should return to their former estate, and Samaria and her daughters should return to their former estate, then thou and thy daughters should return to your former estate. For thy sister Sodom was not mentioned by thy mouth in the days of thy pride. Do y'all not hear this? He gave you the answer all throughout the book of Ezekiel 16. He's telling you that Samaria and her daughters, Jerusalem and her daughters. I had two women. One name was Laholabah. The other name was Aholah. And these two women was mine. And they committed abominations and lewd acts. They played the harlot, became whores. He's describing the nations as women. And the daughters of these people are the towns and villages that dwell in the midst of them, who also committed abominations. Knowledge. Okay, Judah, can you go a little further with this, brother? Just a little bit. Just a little bit further with this, please, before you get up out of here. Yes, I can. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 3, and this will be very quick. I done did this lesson so many times, I don't even want to deal with this anymore. People gonna either believe the truth or believe the lie. If you black women want to believe you got a curse on your head and, oh, because of a perm, you got to be out of your mind to believe that a perm is a curse. That ain't no curse. You got all these beautiful sisters walking around with long hair, and you got people on platform talking about, yeah, the Most High put a curse on you black women head. But he ain't cursed the Northern Kingdom women at all, right? This just applies to the Southern Kingdom women. When have the Most High ever did his judgments like that? When have the Most High ever showed partiality in judgment? Just show me the scripture. If you're going to curse one group of women, we know the Most High, he going to curse all the women. If the Most High going to curse the Southern Kingdom, but he ain't going to curse the Northern Kingdom, he never did nothing like that. All our behinds went into captivity. We all under Deuteronomy chapter 28. It ain't no partiality in the curses. Well, now, hey, for these certain curses right here, they're just going to go on the black women's head. That's what they want y'all to believe. That's what they want y'all to believe. They teach y'all cursed by the crown and scalp of the head. That is furthest from the truth. I done dealt with it so many times. A lot of sisters got it, and a lot of people didn't get it. Because they still go on the platforms listening to people tell them, you got a curse on your head. Okay. That's what you want to believe. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 3. And I'm going to do what they do. Then I'm going to start at verse 1 because I don't like the cherry pick. The verse 1 is going to always give you your foundation. I keep telling people, you have to start at verse 1, man. That's the foundation. So let's go to Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. I'm going to do what they do. Then I'm going to go to verse 1. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Now remember, all the scriptures I didn't went to, he told you that Samaria and her sisters are her daughters. And then he said Jerusalem and her daughters. But they want you to believe the daughters are women. But we know that the daughters are the towns and villages dwelling in the midst. See what I'm saying? These are the daughters. Whether you're talking about Samaria or Zion, the daughters are the people that's dwelling around the capital of Samaria and the capital of Jerusalem. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. What I just read in Ezekiel, that they was haughty. He said, you and your daughters was haughty. He said, moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with a stretched forth neck and wanting eyes, walking and missing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. What is the scab, the crown of the daughters of Zion, anybody? It's Jerusalem, which is the capital. That's what he smote. He smote the capital of Jerusalem, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and he discovered your secret parts by allowing the enemy to find an inch's way through your gates. And they burn you with fire. So I want y'all to hear what we just read. So let me go to verse 1 now. And then we're going to come back to verse 16. Here you go. Let's see who he's talking to in verse 1. Verse 1, Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, the Lord, the Elohim of hosts, do take away from Jerusalem, no, the daughters of Zion, and from Judah, the stay and the staff of the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. He said Judah and Jerusalem. So how you get down to verse 16 and say they're talking about black women? Let me ask again. I read verse 1. He said, for behold, the Lord of hosts, do take away from Jerusalem and from Judah. But when we get to 16, y'all flip the script and say, nah, there's black women. But verse 1 say Judah and Jerusalem. Let's see what he gave the woman. Let's see what he gave the woman. Jump down to verse 16 again. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with a stretched forth neck, and wanting eyes, walking and missing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of the tinkling of the ornaments about their feet, and their cars, and their round tie like the moon, their chains and the bracelet. Remember everything you hearing. The chains and the bracelets, and the mufflers, and the bonnets, and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, and the ring and the nose jewel, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crispy pins, the glasses and the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, he burned you with fire. Instead of a sweet smell, he burned you with fire. But you got men talking about, you see, you black women smell down there. Y'all have some of the most foolish minds when it comes to scriptures that I have ever heard in my life. This don't got nothing to do with a black woman private members. When they say instead of a sweet smell, gonna give you stink, he burnt Jerusalem with fire, and the smoke came up. And instead of a sweet smell, I'ma burn it with fire. Watch as I read down, he gonna tell you he burnt it with fire. See, they don't like to read all of the whole chapter. They just want to jump straight to verse 16. All of them do the same thing. Jump straight to verse 16. And that's it. That's it. Then they start talking about how you minkling and tinkling with the feet and the changeable apparel and you need a girdle. I mean, just foolishness, bro. Watch as I keep reading the scriptures and I read down. He gonna tell you he's talking about Jerusalem, dog. Talking about no women. Verse 24. And it should come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there should be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. Instead of a well-set hair, baldness. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we got you, K. Judah. He said instead of a well-set hair, he gave black women baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girdle. Look, they fat and out of whack. Of sackcloth. And burning instead of beauty. And burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war. And her gates. No, he gates. And her gates. Okay, Judah, hold on. Say that slow. And her gates. Oh, he is talking about Jerusalem, using her as a woman. Like you read in Jeremiah 6 and verse 2, K. Judah. He just said her gates. Not their gates or the man gates or he gates. He said her gates. So he's talking to Jerusalem as a woman because he said her gates. Verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword and thy mighty men in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. The whole chapter was talking about Jerusalem, family. And they told y'all black women. So you want me to give you the answer about all the bracelets and the nose jewels and the earrings and the tinkling of the feet? Let's go to Ezekiel 16 and get the answer. Let's go to Ezekiel 16 and get the answer. It don't make no sense, man. One thing I always tell people, man, you can disagree with me 24/7. You can't prove me wrong. I disagree with you, K. Judah, so you ain't telling the truth. Well, go prove it. You making up stuff. Go do a video. Line it up. You bring forth your lesson. Don't use mine, though. Don't use mine. Don't use what the Lord gave me. Go do your own study. That's what y'all like to do. Listen to a man, write all the scripture down, and then say you put the lesson together. Just cut it out. Stop. Don't go try to break it down to what I'm doing. Now, go do your own video and prove the video wrong. That's all you got to do. We ain't got to argue about nothing. If I'm wrong, go prove it. Let's go to Ezekiel 16. Now, remember what you heard about the bracelets and the nose ring and all that. Okay, let's see. What is he talking about? Is he talking about black women? Let's see. Now I'm going to start at verse 1 of Ezekiel. At first we went to Ezekiel 16 and we started at like, verse 22. So, verse 24, one of the verses. But now we're going to start at verse 1. Let's see who he talking about. Let's get it. Ezekiel 16 and verse 1. And the word of the Elohim came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem. No, just black women, bro. He said Jerusalem. To know her abomination. Why did he say her? Because you remember, he looking at this nation as a woman, as his wife, who committing abominations and filthiness and lewd acts, whoredoms, committed adultery and harlotry. That's what he talking about. Verse 1 again. And again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, Thus said the Elohim unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Then I just said it about the other scripture that we read, about your father was an Amorite, your mother Hittite, because Canaanites and his children, the Girgashites, the Hittites, the Amorites, they took part, not all of Shem's inheritance, but Lebanon that belongs to the children of Israel. So that's why he say your nativity is of the land of Canaan, because the name was changed to Canaan after he stole Lebanon. So I just want to put that out there. We are not Amorites. We are not Canaanites. We are not Hivites. It's just our nativity, the land in which we come from, which is the land of Canaan. So let me keep going. Verse 4. And as for thy nativity in the day that thou was born, thou never was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supper thee. Thou was not salted at all, no swallowed at all. None I pity thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee. But thou was cast into the open field, to the loathing of thy persons, in the day that thou was born. And when I passed by thee, and saw thee polluted in thy own blood, I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. Yea, I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. I have caused thee to multiply as the birds of the field. Who is this man talking about when he said, I have caused thee to multiply the birds of the field? He talking about the people, man. Who did he cause to multiply? The nation of Israel, family. Or in this particular scripture, we talking about Zion. Now, watch how he about to describe Zion. Y'all ready? Watch how he about to describe Zion. Listen, verse 7 again. I have caused thee to multiply the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ornaments, them same ornaments in Isaiah chapter 3. The nose ring, the jewels, the bracelet. He said, you have come to excellent ornaments. Talking about the nation, family. You have come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned. Do men have breasts? But he just said, you are come to excellent ornaments. Talking about Zion. But he said, your breasts are fashioned. Why is the breast fashioned? Jeremiah 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and beautiful and delicate woman. So he's looking at Zion as a woman. That's why he said, your breasts are fashioned. Let me keep going. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown. Isaiah chapter 3, he's describing the daughters of Zion, which are the towns and villages, as haughty, abominable, and whores who commit adultery on their husband. But they want you to believe that the daughters of Zion is black women that's walking with a stretched forth neck, tinkling of the feet. That was talking about Zion, meaning the people of Zion, because they committed adultery on their husband and they became haughty, walking with their neck in the air, meaning pride, arrogancy. He just say in verse 7, he said, I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou was naked and bare. Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, that time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. This is a marriage ceremony. He making a covenant with the woman now. Why, K. Judah? Because her breast is fashioned, her hair is grown long. Now she a young woman of marriageable age. Now he can marry the woman because he waited till she got up to a good age and made a covenant with this woman, meaning the marriage ceremony. He spread his skirt over this woman and made a covenant with the woman, and this nation became his. Verse 8 again. Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love. And I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee, said thy Elohim, and thou becamest mine. Ooh. This your woman right here, boy. You ain't playing about your woman. You say you became mine. But they want you, Yahshua HaMashiach, they twisting your scriptures around, talking about black women. They literally twisting your scriptures around instead of reading precept on precept. They go to Isaiah chapter 3. They never start at verse 1. They never read verse 2. They never read all the way down. They go to Isaiah 3 and verse 16. And they don't even understand the whole chapter is talking about Judah and Jerusalem. Oh, no, okay, Judah, it's switched to the women's. Cut it out. That don't work on me. I wasn't born yesterday. You cannot flip scriptures on K. Judah, partner. Study too much. My face in the book too much. So don't try to tell me, oh, it switched to the women. Well, why it did not switch to the northern kingdom women? They was messing up too. Oh, no, this just talking about the southern kingdom women. Give me the scripture that say that. Just knock it off, man. Stop the lies. Now watch out. Now y'all remember in Isaiah 3, he's talking about all the nose jewels, all the ornaments, all the bracelets, everything he put on the woman, right? Watch what he about to say, y'all. Everything he did in Isaiah 3:16, he did it right here in Ezekiel 16. But he took it away because she was playing the harlot. She was being a whore. So he took all the ornaments, the bracelets. But who did he take it from? Let's go see. Verse 9. Then wash I thee with water. Yea. I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with broader's work. Isaiah 3. And shod thee with badger skin. Isaiah 3. And I girded thee about with fine linen. Instead of a girdle, sackcloth. Y'all remember that? And I covered thee with silk. And I decked thee also with ornaments. Ain't this the same ornaments in Isaiah chapter 3? These are the same ornaments that he decked the woman with, or the nation, but they don't want you to know that though. Verse 11, I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets, Isaiah 3, upon thy hands, and a chain on thy neck, Isaiah 3. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, Isaiah 3. And I put a jewel on thy forehead and earrings in thy ears, Isaiah 3. And a beautiful crown upon thy head. Y'all remember, I'm going to smite the scab, the crown of the head. That's the capital of Zion, which is Jerusalem. He allowed the enemy to burn that place up. That's why he said, I'm going to discover your secret parts. What is the secret parts? He allowed the enemy to find a way in through the gates. Verse 12, and I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thy ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head. Thou also were decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broader's work, and didst eat the fine flour and honey and oil, and thou was exceedingly beautiful. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate and beautiful woman, and thou was exceedingly beautiful. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and beautiful and delicate woman. You was exceedingly beautiful. How people missing this, fam? Okay, Judah, he talking about women. Let me read verse 13 and let's see if he talking about women. Verse 13, thus was thy deck with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine flour and silk and broader's work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou was exceedingly beautiful. Thou was exceedingly beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom. Oh. So when you was breaking down the breasts and how long the hair grew, man, you was talking about a kingdom. But what did they do, Yahshua? Verse 14. And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty. For it was perfect through my comeliness, which I have put upon thee, said thy Elohim. But thou didst trust in thy own beauty, and playedst the harlot because of thy renown, and pours out thy fornication on everyone that passed by. His it was, meaning this woman, my wife, she have played the harlot. Everybody that passed by, she spread it wide open for them. And it was his. But remember, he talking about a kingdom of people. But he's using it as an allegorical expression to a woman. But he's talking about a kingdom. He talking about breasts. He talking about a hair grew long. He talking about the ornaments and the fair jewels and the nose earring and a bracelet. He's talking about a kingdom. He's not talking about no women. So I just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to come and point this out to you, y'all. When you read Isaiah 3:16, don't let nobody go straight to verse 16 on you. You tell them to start at verse 1. That's what you ask them to do. Can you go to verse 1? But why I got to go to verse 1? Can you just please go to verse 1? Because verse 1 is going to say, go tell Judah and Jerusalem. Now, when they get to verse 16, guess what they're going to do? They're going to flip it on you and say, well, it's switched to the women. That's a lie. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16 is not talking about black women. Ezekiel 16 and Isaiah 3:16, they go together. Ezekiel 16, and you got to go to like verse 24, all the way down to like 65, you will get your answer. The daughters of Samaria was the towns and villages, and the daughters of Zion was the towns and villages, and that's your answer. That's your answer, family. The daughters of Zion can talk about specifically women, but in the case of Isaiah, Ezekiel, Zechariah, Lamentations, it's not talking about no black women. Songs of Solomon is not talking about no black women, man. It's talking about the nation of people whom Yahshua looks at as a woman, which is his wife. So let me see something before I go. Let me see. Hold up. Want to make sure I cover everything. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Hold up, family. All right, I'm gonna go to Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 18, and this will be last. Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 16, and this will be last. Let me read this real quick. Lamentations. Let me see. Okay, Lamentations chapter 2. And now I'm going to read. I'm going to start at verse 17. Just trying to get to the point. Lamentations 2 and verse 17. The Lord hath done that which he hath devised. He hath fulfilled his word that he hath commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and have not pity. He hath caused thy enemies to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horn of thy adversary. Their heart cried unto our Elohim, a wall of the daughter of Zion. Let tears run down like a river day and night. Give thyself no rest. Let not the apple of thy eye cease. This is what Jeremiah say, but look, y'all notice in verse 18, he say, the wall of the daughter of Zion, people. The daughter of Zion is the people. The daughter of Zion is the woman. It's just that simple, people. It's just that simple, man. I pray somebody got some understanding. I pray that this helps somebody. I know I'm going to get some comments when I'm done, because nobody don't want to just come talk to me as a man. They wait till I get done with the live. Then they want to write me 40, 50 comments. Man, the daughters of Zion, they're talking about black women. Out of everything I just went through, all the scriptures I just proved, these Negroes want to bring forth doctrine out of their own mind. They don't want to go into the scriptures and get edification. The doctrine is already like seared in their mind. They don't want to change from it. They don't want you to correct them of that doctrine. They want to push false doctrine because it feels good to tell the black women you are a curse. So when they get mad at the black woman, that's what they use. Oh, you curse. That's why God curse you. You loudmouth black woman. But I'm here to tell you today, black women, you don't have a curse on your head. Y'all never put a curse on your head. It is all lies. I challenge anybody to come prove me wrong. Don't try to use on me where it's twofold. It don't say twofold. That don't work. It don't work. It don't fit. You must have quit. Yes, I can, Essential Growth. I sure can drop the link for you. Absolutely. Let me drop this link for my sister real quick. I sure can. You're not cursed, Israelite sisters. Can you please stop cursing yourself? Can you please stop listening to people putting curses on you? Can you please stop cursing your hair? You got, I see so many sisters with long hair, and then you got people doing videos talking about y'all got a curse on your head. So why some women got long hair and then some women don't got long hair? Oh, because they got a curse on their head. No. Some of them because they put perms on their head. Some sisters got alopecia. That's not a curse. Alopecia is not a curse because Caucasian people get alopecia too. Anybody can get alopecia. Nah, man, it come from the perms. That's a curse. No, it's not, man. You can't, man, look, bro. I'm the wrong one to try to convince. Like, you just gonna tell me what's on your mind and I'm gonna believe it. That don't work on me, bro. I want to hear scriptures, man. Prove it to me. Don't talk to me. Prove it to me. Prove it to me. Because some people just want to talk to you, they just want to try to explain to you. Now, let the scriptures explain. I don't got time for all this explaining. Let the scriptures do the talking. Let the scriptures talk to Kate Judah. I don't want you talking to me. Let the Bible talk, because I ain't let the Bible. I didn't do no talking today. I let the Bible do all the talking for me. So can you please do that? Can you let the Bible do all the talking? Please. Now, why somebody gonna go and do a video and say, y'all are cursed? You curse? God curse you. Sad, boy. Certified sad. I'm gonna wait for my sister real quick. I'm waiting for my sister to come. Yeah, y'all brother gotta go to work too, so I'm gonna be getting out of here in a minute. Okay, there she go. There go my sister. Essential Growth, how you doing today, my sister?
Hey, Kid Judah, can you hear me?
I sure can. Talk to me.
Okay, I can't hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I sure can.
Shalom, family.
I think you got another window open.
I have no idea. You know my phone in the country, so. Am I still talking? Is it okay for me to talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, we've been talking behind the scenes, so you already know what I'm going to say. I'm just wanting to say on 2 Samuel 12:8, family, everything that K. Judah just brought out as far as the wives being Samaria and Jerusalem, that goes with that scripture, specifically 2 Samuel 12:8, when he's talking about giving King David Saul's wives. I just want you guys to go back to that and just meditate on it. In that same verse, 2 Samuel 12:1, he had just committed adultery with Bathsheba. So why would he give David another man's wives? He would not. Two, Saul's wife was Michael, and Michael's mother, you wouldn't, was Michael was married to David, so you wouldn't have a mother and her daughter. That's against law. That's against Torah. So anything that's against Torah, when you're reading the scriptures, you should line it up with the laws as well. When he says precept upon precept, that's also commandment upon commandment. So you would be coveting, you would be breaking a law with a wife and a mother and a daughter and a wife. And Saul had one wife and he compromised, was the heathen. So it doesn't make sense. He gave his master's wife, which is the Most High, he gave them Samaria and Jerusalem. That backs it up in Ezekiel 23:1-4. And if I'm getting smoke, I really don't care. I'm following the Most High and not man. So that's all I had to say.
And if you guys spoke to my sister, I'm right here. Try to just bring it to her. Y'all bring the smoke to me. Y'all want to attack my sister, come attack me. I challenge anybody to come prove to me that Isaiah 3:16 is talking about black women hair. I challenge anybody to come and prove that Ezekiel 23:1-2 is not talking about he had two women. One name was Aholabah and another name was Aholah. Come prove it to us. Don't just go for my sister. Come for me. Man, I live for this, bro. I really live for the smoke. Man, I'm so confident in the word of the Most High, bro. And all this false doctrine we be hearing and all this stuff that's going on in the nation. Man, this what I want to know before I get out of here. When do we supposed to attack false doctrine? Oh, man, you attacking your brothers and you always trying to go us about that. When do we supposed to attack false doctrine? Because the last time I checked, Yahshua say the road is narrow. Y'all not leading people down no narrow path. Man, y'all got people going to the left. Y'all got people going to the right. Y'all ain't got people going straight. Christ say the road is narrow. That means you got to go straight. But our people ain't going straight. Man, our people into all kind of doctrine, boy. Esoteric. Some of our people believe in all kind of foolishness, boy. They bringing all kind of things to the walk. When do we supposed to correct false doctrine? Or do we supposed to sit back and let the false doctrine go? I'm not going to sit back and let no false doctrine go if I hear it. But y'all want to have smoke for Essential, man, please have smoke for K. Judah. Please, I'm begging you. Please bring the smoke to me. I be asking my wife, man, why I don't get that many comments? She said, man, because they can't say nothing against what you teaching. And that's the truth. That's why y'all wait till I'm done. Because you won't hit my link and talk to me like a man. So you're going to wait till I get done, then you're going to come talk to me. And then you're going to talk to me in the comment section and say, you wrong, K. Judy, you don't know what you're talking about. They did talking about black women hair. So why you ain't just hit the link when I was live so I can question you and we can go face to face? See, it's one thing when you talking in the comment section. It's another thing when I'm asking you questions, partner. See, you don't want to be questioned because then you're going to get stuck. Let me say this to the sisters, and then I'm out of here. I'm going to thank you for coming up, Essential Growth. And I'm going to tell you right now, me and Essential Growth then had plenty of conversation. It's some things we know we can't bring to the people. The Most High didn't reveal it to us, but we safeguard it, you know. But why you don't teach the people? Because all y'all going to do is gangsay. All y'all going to do is gangsay. Because we ain't no regurgitators over here. We actually read. So let me say this before I go. Let me say this before I get up out of here. Black women, when I'm talking about black women, the daughters of Zion, in this context, I'm talking to the women. I could have just said the Israelite woman, but I'm talking to the women specifically right now. You don't have a curse on your head. I challenge anybody to prove me wrong. Daughters of Zion, you don't have a curse on your head. But if you want to keep cursing yourself and, oh yeah, we do got a curse, that's on you, man. I ain't finna argue with you about your head being cursed. You want to have a curse, be cursed. I know you don't have a curse, but if you want to say you have a curse, I'm not about to argue with you about your curse. Okay, let me see. Okay. Sister Eve said, K. Judah, why don't they say it affects the Hispanic, Mexicans, and Native American women if they're the daughters of Zion according to the false 12 tribe chart? Because a lot of them hate the black woman. That's just the truth. A lot of them hate the daughters of Zion in its context. I'm talking to the women. They hate their sisters. You mean to tell me Native Americans and Hispanics, they the daughters of the children of Israel, but they don't get a curse. Only y'all get a curse. Let me say that again. Nothing happened to them, but everything happened to you. And then let's just move it a little step further. When a black woman come up to them, boy, they nasty. When the Hispanic woman come up to them, they talk real kind and lovey-dovey to her. You might well go and get the phone number, the way y'all be talking to them Hispanic women. Take her out to eat. Y'all so nice and kind. Boy, I'm talking about, boy, y'all got manners and everything. Boy, when your sister walk up to you, boy, y'all niggas is nasty. That's why God put a curse on you. That's why you stink down there. That's why you're fat and out of shape. Because Isaiah 3:16. Oh, boy, family, let me say this, and I say this humbly, but I'm a confident person. If people take my confidence for arrogance, that's your insecurities. Let me say this. I have been on YouTube. Nobody has hit this link to challenge anything I be saying. Nobody, and when I say nobody, I ain't talking about the people that hit the link, and then when they get up here, they be just stuck. Don't know what they talking about. I'm talking about the arrogant Israelite men who on the street corners, on YouTube, spreading all this false doctrine. But when I say, come hit the link and let's have a discussion like men, and I want you to prove to me that Isaiah 3:16 is talking about black women. How? I can't get nobody to hit the link. Come prove to me reincarnation real. I can't get nobody to hit the link. Come prove to me that Mary had sex with Joseph. I can't get nobody to hit the link. All these abominations for doctrines that these people spread, and all that noise they talk, making Israel feel bad because they know more scriptures than them. Come hit my link. Please. Come hit my link. Come do me like that. Come see if you can do me like that. Come see if you can deceive me with your slick word. It's not going to work, bruh. It's not going to work, bruh. I'm going to use this Bible to embarrass you and humble you so you can know how it feels to treat somebody bad with scriptures the way y'all do Israel. The way y'all make sisters feel by diminishing them with Isaiah 3:16. Come hit the link. I rest my case, family. I'm gone. Man, look, I love y'all with the pure heart. Thank y'all for everybody who support the clothing brand. I really, really appreciate y'all. I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, because that's y'all money and y'all can do anything with it. And just as come spend a little bit with your brother, I'm forever grateful. Me and my wife is forever grateful for people who support our clothing brand. So we thank y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. To my Israelite nation, I love y'all with the pure heart. I'm here to stand on the front lines for y'all. Our job is to warn the people. Our job is to keep our people on a straight and narrow path. My job is not to lie to you. My job is not to deceive you. My job is not to cause you to stumble. We got so much of that going on, it's despicable. But guess what? Elder Yashiyah, Elder Barawak, myself, Sham, you know. Hey, and some of my people that I rock with may disagree with me on this. But that's fine, though. I'm telling you, I know without a shadow of a doubt that y'all don't have a curse. Like, dang, man. I mean, it's weird to me that I'm telling you don't have a curse. You dismiss me and then go listen to somebody telling you have a curse. That's crazy. I don't understand that. Do you want a curse? I mean, do you want to be cursed? Because you're going to go sit up under somebody. They're going to tell you how bad you look, how you smell down there, how fat you are, your hair bald headed, and you're going to sit there and listen to it. Oh, boy. Thank you, Learn, y'all. Yes, it's regeneration. Thank you, young brother. Not reincarnation, regeneration. When Yahshua make all things anew. These Negroes talking about reincarnation. I mean, this is crazy. It's crazy, y'all. I gotta go, man. Because like my sister Arca told me, you know, false doctrine do something to me. She told me, man, lean on y'all's strength, K. Judah, and not your own. Because if I lean on my own strength, I'm upset all the time. But if I lean on y'all's strength, I depend upon him to strengthen me and not me myself. So that was some wise counsel for my sister. But I'm telling y'all, I can't stand a liar, man. I mean, doing it deliberately too. I can't stand it, man. Because if I don't have some understanding, I'm going to be quiet, man, until I get the understanding. Not these Negroes. These Negroes have caused so much damage in this walk. It's despicable, man. They didn't tell the people they Israels. You know, people didn't found out. But boy, if you listen to their doctrine, oh, Jesus. Just lies everywhere. Just lies. Abominable lies, man. All right, family. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all be easy. Love y'all with the pure heart. Essential growth. I know for a fact you're a wise sister. I know you have the understanding of the Most High. You didn't show me some things. You know, that didn't help me. Sister Shannon didn't show me some things. My sister Arca and my CUC sister then showed me some things and gave me ideas, and, you know, light bulbs then went off. Man, I know what I'm talking about. So we can't diminish the sisters, man. I know y'all want to, though, because y'all, a lot of y'all, you hate black women. Nobody ain't bold enough to just come on the panel and say, most of you niggas hate black women. Let's just call it what it is. You hate your sisters, man. You hate your sisters, and it shows when we watch your videos. I'm out, family.
We thank God cause he the greatest. Make a prayer for a hater. Yeah, we break bread, it's in our favor. You get theirs in your nature, you better take care of your neighbor. I'm too black to be loved, I'm too black to have trust, I'm too black to be human, I'm too black to have blood, I'm too black for respect, oh I'm too black to discuss. You know I'm black so I'm strong, so I'm too black to give up. I'm black enough for your laws and black enough for your judge, black enough for your system, I'm black enough enough for your grudge, black enough for your hatred. I'm black enough to corrupt. I'm black enough to be happy, not black enough to have love. Am I too black to be fed? Am I too black to be healthy? Am I too black to be rich? Am I too black to be wealthy? Am I too black to be proud? Or I'm too black to be honest, maybe too black to have dreams. Oh, I'm too black to have promise. I'm black enough for your lie. Oh, I'm too black for your truth. I'm way too black for the president, black enough for the truth. I'm black enough for the boots, but I'm too black for a suit. Am I too black you just saw too? He too black you just shoot. I'm black enough to know me, you black enough to know you, and we too black to both know that what they say it ain't true. They put the lie in the lights, you find the truth in the dark. Might have a blood of the slave, but got the heart of a God. I'm black enough to know me, you black enough to know you, and we too black to both know that what they say it ain't true. They put the lies in the light, you find the truth in the dark. Might got the blood of the slave, but got the heart of a God. Yeah, 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 yeah.
In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with the CUC family and the FOPE family and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I want to say this, family. Let's get it. And Mr. Michael Jackson Bad with the scriptures want to say, Shalom.